My book is basically, it's a memoir, but it's more than that in the sense that it captures from the inside all the struggles that we've engaged in over the last 30 years. So whether it be, the book opens up with the Quebec City. So the fight against the free trade agreements and the OIS, the FTAA, and then carries on in through sort of my life through Ireland, but then also the fights that I had, with the Israeli community in a way, in terms of dealing with the BDS movement. I spent a bit of time in that because it was 10 or 12 years ago that we passed this Resolution 50, which we were the largest organisation at the time in the world to pass the BDS motion, and I got pilloried in the media for doing it. Now recently, Unifor passed the same motion and there wasn't even a peep in the newspapers, right? So it's becoming more mainstream. So I go into that a little bit. And then I finish it up with basically looking into the future. And the future to me has got to be around social movement, small unionism. So, and moving away from business type unionism. And most unions today are top-down leadership. And I'm talking about it's got to be more in line with the Workers' Action Centre, their campaign around $15 an hour. It has to be about what ACORN is doing, deep organising, knocking on doors and getting people in their communities to be involved in community issues. And I give 4 or 5 examples of where I think where community unionism will work. And the LEAP manifesto is at the heart of it, saying that Naomi Klein is absolutely correct. We have to move in this direction, but we also need the labour movement to be the anchor that helps these organisations, because they keep growing. Like, Black Lives Matter and Me Too and Idle No More, Occupy, they all came and then they left, right? They weren't sustainable. And we need the labour movement to be the anchor that sustains them with seed funding, with seed money, but the labour movement needs as well to start to adopt these policies and these ways of organising, which we're not doing right now. And so that's where I was going to finish up the book, is sort of looking a little bit into the future. So, and also I go through some of the crap I went through at the OFL with union leaders undemocratically trying to take out a democratically elected leader. And they did it in the most ugliest of ways, which was essentially withholding their per capita and bankrupting the organisation. And then at the same time, they were complaining about the finances of the OFL. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy that they put in play. And I say that can never happen again. Like we cannot allow these union leaders to be, undemocratically withholding funding from central labour bodies because they're pissed off with the leader, because the leader's being too progressive or too radical or too left for them, right? So I go to the full gamut of issues that are impacting the labour movement. And the thing about it is, I think I'm the only union leader who have done this in the last 30 years, and I'm doing it from the inside. In other words, I've lived through this. I first organised a local union at 22 years of age. I was a young worker, a young radical that organised my workplace with the steelworkers, and then I went all the way up till I retired. And I'm trying to capture some of those fights and leave the next generation with a bit of a sense that you can make a difference. One person, you can make a difference if you have the guts and the political will to go out and not be afraid to shake it up a little bit. And that's really what I've done.
I can't wait to read it. Thank you so much for your time.